Welcome back to my channel. Today, grab yourself some terracotta pots. Got some Christmas and July DIYs to share with you. Some of these make great gifts. If you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Right next one.
Okay, for this first one, I'm using 5 terracotta pots. I'm measuring one at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, one at 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, one at 2 inch by 2 inch, and then 2 of them at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, for my 3 larger flower pots, I'm going to paint those with a Dixie Belle Briar Patch green paint. And I'm going to paint the entire outside of these, but on the inside, I'm just going to paint around the rim. And you're going to paint all 3 of them this exact same color. And you will have to do 2 coats because it does absorb the paint pretty good, so just 2 coats is about what you're going to need. And for the 2 smaller flower pots, I'm going to paint those with a burnt umber. And I'm going to paint both of them the same exact color. Now, the one of them, I'm going to paint the inside of it as well, and the other one I'm not, because we're going to stack these, and you'll see here in a minute why I'm going to paint the base of this one. We're making a Christmas tree with these, and then I'm going to take some white paint and a chip brush, and I'm going to start distressing them. This is just giving them a little bit of a snow look, like they have snow on them. And I'm going to do them pretty heavily. If you can get most of the paint off your paintbrush, then it's just a nice dusting is what you end up giving them. And I'm going to do all 3 of my flower pots exactly the same way. This just kind of gives it a little bit of a vintage vibe, and if you're not into the vintage at all, then you can skip this part completely. And for our brown flower pots, we're using these as the trunk of the tree, and we're just going to do a real light coat on these of the white. That way they'll just blend in together, but I'm not overly doing these, just a little bit. For my brown flower pots, I'm just going to glue the base to the base. So these are going to kind of be right at the bottom on each one of them, and then set that aside and let that dry. Next, we're going to take some E6000 glue, and we're going to start attaching our tree together. So we're going to put a little bit of the E6000 glue right around the rim right here, the top of it, and then just set that one on top of it. And then you do want to take a level and make sure it is level. So you just have to kind of wiggle it around a little bit till you get it level, and then go ahead and add your top one on top of that, and then you're going to make sure that that's level as well. You can just move it around till it is level, and then set those aside and let those dry. Decorate the tree. I got these little self-adhesive little pearls, and I'm just going to put them all the way around the base, and I did struggle on this part until I found a pair of tweezers that would actually help do this a little bit easier. And I would recommend if you had some that had already adhesive on the back of it, then you don't have a bunch of glue underneath it showing. And I'm going to go all the way around the bottom, and then I'm going to go into the middle of each of one of the flower pots just to dress it up a little bit more. I'm just kind of randomly putting these in here, just kind of go pretty evenly spaced all the way around the bottom. And then when I get up into the flower pot area, then I'm going to kind of zigzag them. So I'm going to put one there, then zigzag one down there. Same thing, go up one, and then zigzag down to the bottom, and continue all the way around till I have them done. And then the rims of the other 2, I'm going to do it exactly like I did the bottom. And you can use any kind of beads that you want. I even think that the Swarovski crystals would be very pretty on this as well. Next, I'm going to attach the tree trunk to the bottom of my Christmas tree, and I'm just going to put the E6000 glue all the way around the edge there. And then when you do get your flower pot put down inside of there, just check it again just to make sure it is level. So if you need to adjust it at all, you can do it at that time. To dress this up just a little bit, I got this garland from Amazon, and I'm just going to make like a little wreath to go around the top part. Just go around several times and then cut you a long tail, and then just weave it through so that it all holds together. And this garland, you get like 3 or 4 rolls of this. It goes a long way. And then I'm just going to glue it right on top, and then I'm going to put my star right in the center. And that was pretty much it. This was a pretty easy project. I think it turned out super cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, for this next one, I'm using a little saucer, a terracotta saucer that measures 4 inches, and then I'm using a flower pot that measures 2 3/4 by 3 inches across. Then I'm going to paint both of my pieces with a matte black acrylic paint. You can paint these however you want to. What we're doing is we're making kind of a lantern with a little scene in it, and I kind of wanted it to be black. And I'm going to paint the inside, the outside, all of it, except for I'm not going to paint the inside of the flower pot. But you do want to be sure and get the inside of the little saucer and the outside of it really coated well. I got this little plastic jar from Dollar Tree, and I just got this little deer. I'm not really sure where I got it. I think I got them off of Amazon, and I'm going to glue him down into the bottom of this, kind of lined up towards the front. And it was a little bit of a challenge because he kept falling over, but just kind of get him lined up in there and then hold it in place until it dries. Next, I'm taking some of this fake snow, and I'm going to add about 1.5 scoops to this so it looks like he's standing in the snow. Don't cover his legs up, just kind of get his feet put down into the snow. And then I'm going to take this little greenery sprig, and I'm going to cut it into little pieces, and I'm just going to put this in the backdrop of his scene, kind of like he's out in the woods. And I'll give you the link for all the things I'm using in this video today. Just cut it off short so that you can still screw the cap back on, and just kind of line it up in the back, and that was pretty much it. And then just put your cap back on. This was a quick and easy project, actually. Next, I'm going to add my jar to my base, and I'm just using hot glue. Now, if you're planning on selling these, I would go ahead and use E6000 glue to make sure it's permanent. But just kind of line it up and make sure you kind of get it straight. Next, I'm going to take a black and white check ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it right between where the terracotta pot and the jar meet. Next, I got this little finial from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to paint it with the Antique Wax by Waverly. And then once I get it all on there, then I am going to take a paper towel, and I'm going to wipe off the excess. And then I'm just going to glue it right to the center of my little terracotta saucer. And again, if you're selling these, be sure and use E6000 glue for this step. I'm just going to take my saucer and I'm just going to glue it to the top part of my little jar. This was pretty easy. Just kind of make sure you do get it pretty centered. Next one, I got this terracotta pot from Dollar Tree, and it measures about 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then I got this little saucer that measures about 4.5 inches. And I'm going to paint both of these with that same matte black acrylic paint. And you are going to have to do 2 coats on this because the terracotta pot does absorb the paint so much. Definitely go back over it a second time once you get it completely painted. And I did go back in and paint the inside of my flower pot. So I'm taking some Folk Art Vintage White Matte acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint over both of my pieces, and I'm going to coat them both completely, just like I did on the black. You just want to make sure you get it completely coated, and then we're going to go back in here in a little bit and we'll distress it. So go ahead and get a nice even coat all the way around the flower pot and around the saucer. And then set these aside and let them dry completely. You want to make sure that they're cured good. So I'm going to use 120 grit sandpaper and a little hand sander, and I'm just going to go back over this to kind of just rough it up a little bit. That way you can see the black through it, but try not to rub too hard, otherwise you're going to get down to where the terracotta pot shows through too. I did have a couple of spots that did show through. But just kind of rough it up really good. Now if you don't like the rustic look, don't do this step at all. You can paint it whatever color you want to. But I did want it to kind of have more of the vintage look. And then you're going to do the same thing with the saucer. Now the saucer was a little bit more challenging because you have your center part. It's not as easy to sand inside of there. So you might have to take the sandpaper off of your hand sander to do that. That's what I had to do on mine. But you're just kind of lightly roughing it up. Not too much. Just kind of giving it a little bit of a vintage look. And then for the center, just take your sandpaper off and just do it by hand. And you kind of go around in circles on this in the center part. Don't just go straight up and down. Next, I'm going to take a sponge and some of the Magnolia aged wax, and I'm going to go over both of my pieces. Now, this is just a black wax. It's not real, it doesn't leave a real black stain on here. It just kind of gives it a little bit more of a vintage look. And I'm going to do the same thing with my flower pot as well. And if you want some of this, they have it at Lowe's is where they sell this. Next, attach my saucer to my flower pot. I'm just going to put a bead of E6000 glue all the way around the ledge. And just once you get that on there, just make sure you do get it centered. And I am putting a little bit of hot glue on there too, just to hold it while it dries. Okay, next I got this little wreath from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to glue it right into the center. And I'm just going to use hot glue on this. Now, if you're going to sell these, again, be sure and use E6000 glue. And now I'm just going to hold this in place until it dries. And to finish this off, I just take a pillar candle, just kind of make sure that you can get it fit down in there, and then we're going to take it back out and we're going to glue it in. And that was pretty much it. I think this project turned out super cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, next I'm going to paint these little shiny little ornaments, and I'm just going to take a cereal box, run a dowel stick through the center of it, and then I'm going to hang 2 on each side to paint this. And I'm going to paint this with a brick red paint. This is an easy way so that they're balanced on both sides, and you can just paint them without them touching. Next, I'm going to take 2 flower pots that measure 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and I'm going to paint it with the Dixie Belle Rustic Red paint. Now, you're probably going to have to put 2 coats on these because the terracotta pot does absorb it a lot, and you want to make sure that you got a nice even coat all the way around. And I am going to paint down into the center of them as well. Next, I'm going to take a piece of pipe insulation, and I'm just going to cut it off so I can put it down into the bottom of my flower pot because I'm going to add some greenery and this will hold it in. And I'm cutting these where they're about 1 inch down into the flower pot, and then I am going to take hot glue to glue these in. And I'm making 2 of these exactly the same. Next, I got these little greenery sprigs from Amazon. They're little pine sprigs, and I'm just going to cut the bottom part off, and then I'm going to sit this down into my flower pot. And then I'm going to cut another one and put it in front just to kind of fill it up a little bit. And I used 2 different colors of the greenery. I'll have to find the link for both of the 2 of them, but you can just use one color if you prefer. And then I'm going to cut the middle one short on that second one so that it goes down into the flower pot a little bit shorter. Okay, once I get them how I want them, I'm going to take them back out, and then I am going to glue these in. You definitely want to glue these in so they do stay in place. And then on your front ones, you want to glue those in as well. These are great little co-worker gifts or hostess gifts or even a place setting at the table for Christmas type craft. These are really cute. And these are easy to make, so if you have quite a few people coming for Christmas, you can make these pretty inexpensive. And then I'm just going to add a pine cone right to the side. Just put a dollop of glue right there and just hold that in place until it does dry. And then I'm going to add a couple of my ornaments to this as well. And if you don't want to spray paint your ornaments, you don't have to, but I thought that they look better to have more of a matte finish on them than a shiny finish. Adding a second ornament right next to that one. It just kind of helped fill this up a little bit. Next, to dress these up, I'm just taking a black and white checked ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a bow right around the front. And you can use any color ribbon that you want. I thought that the black and white really looked good with this rustic red. And then I'm just going to cut my ends off at a diagonal. Look how cute that is. Next, to give this a little snow effect, I'm just taking some white paint and a chip brush, and I'm just brushing this on here. Now, I probably should have done this before I put my ornaments in there, but if you're kind of careful, you won't get it on there. And I'm also painting it onto the pine cone itself. And I'm going to add quite a bit of this, but yeah, it was pretty easy with the chip brush to go around the ornaments. but it did kind of give it more of the winter look to it, and I think that really looked good. Okay, those were pretty easy, and I think these would make great gifts for anybody. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope it gave you some inspiration. It's never too early to start for Christmas, especially if you're planning on giving gifts. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time. Thanks for watching.